So we all know what everyone's doing, and our parents tell us that everything we do is bad. But there are some things, now I listen to my parents, and here's why. So here I am in the third grade living in Hawaii. To be even more specific, I was living on this island, and to be even more specific, I was living around this area. And we're not gonna... So I had this friend Matt. That's me on the left. Okay, let's just make that's much better. So I had this friend Matt, and we had nothing to do on this day. It's crazy. Like, we didn't want to go to the beach. We didn't want to go get some snow cones. And these aren't those cheap baseball game snow cones. These are like the real deal. Like, these are these high quality snow cones. Like, do you see the snow cone? Obama is eating these snow cones. So back to me and Matt. The only thing we wanted to do was have a water gun fight. Why we wouldn't have a water gun fight, I have no idea. But for some reason, that's all we wanted to do. So, I walk in, I'm like, Mom. We're about to have a water gun fight, okay? Okay, alright? Okay, alright? And she says no. So suddenly all the jumping stops. I'm like, okay, you meant yes, right? And she's like, no. So, of course, what any other kid would do, you make the big old puppy dog eyes. I don't even think that worked on her. I just think she was tired of me asking, so she finally said yes. So now it's game time. So in our minds, like, we're on a battlefield. We got walkie-talkies. We're throwing flares. Like, we got airstrikes. Like, in our minds, this is a game of Call of Duty, but with water guns and in real life. Now, it's sad because my side yard, we didn't have a backyard. In reality, the side yard was like 30 feet. And on this side yard, there was a tree. And I can't really draw the tree right, but you just need to know there's a branch on the tree. And because, I had such a great sense of the battlefield, and because we didn't do anything but climb trees, I had this wise idea that I'm just going to climb up the tree. I'm going to shoot my friend Matt from up in the tree. It's going to be great. He won't be able to shoot back at me. I'm going to win. But you see, I made one mistake, and that was my shoes. You see, I was living in Hawaii. What do I need a bunch of athletic sneakers for? We barely even wore shoes. So, of course, I decided I can just wear sandals. Everything's going to be fine. But, of course, everything wasn't fine. And because of said sandals, I fell backwards out the tree. And I don't know how long I was actually falling because the tree wasn't that high off the ground, but I felt like it was a long time. I felt like I was falling for a while. I thought it was like I made that little poof, like in cartoons when they fall forever and they hit the ground and they just like poof. Okay, maybe I didn't actually do that, but both the bones in my forearm broken. I had one of the best flag football games a player could possibly play. Guess what? Season over. And it was none of that like, oh, I'm a man, even though I just stepped on a Lego, I'm gonna play it cool like nothing happened. It was none of that. As soon as I realized what was happening, I was in tears. And I will never forget what Matt said to me. Like, he looked at me, he looked at my arm, and then he just looks like he's seen a ghost. He's just scared. And out of nowhere, he's just like, that's from sci-fi. And you see, maybe my mom was playing tricks on me, but I thought my arm was like completely destroyed. And of course, that him telling me that my arm looks like something off the Sci-Fi Channel isn't going to help me out. So we proceeded to run around the yard in circles for I don't know how long. And once I finally came to my senses, I knew I had to make that walk of shame to go tell my mom what happened. And it kind of felt like that walk where, like, everyone in the class has to bring some candy so you can make this huge project and eat it all, but you forgot your candy so no one gets to eat anything. It felt just like that. And it hit me. My mom said, you don't need to have a water gun fight today. And now that I think about it, maybe if I would have listened, my arm would have been fine. So thank you for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. Plenty more videos to come in the future. And I am out of here.